right, good afternoon, guys. Wow. Tomorrow is going to be interesting. That's why I'm kind of making this report this afternoon. I've had a ton of people send me requests from both St. Ansgar and Mason City. So we are going to walk through what we know and what we don't know to make this happen. Um, because the whole problem with the storm right now is that we've gone from, hey, we're having this massive storm to questionable at this point in time. Here's the gist of what we're doing. Before I get you to the models, um, the gist is this: that when we look at the models, they're showing they're having a very difficult time showing storm formation. So when we look at the radar models, the simulated reflectivity, what it shows is that it's going to be like clear over us. In fact, they're only predicting about 0.05 inches of rain the whole day tomorrow. And so when we're watching this, if I were to look at it, I would be like, no, we're not going to get anything. It's going to be north of us. But when you look at other parts of the exact same models, like the supercell parameter and the tornado parameters, those are all saying, hold on to your hats. It's going to be bad. We're on the worst end of the extreme for these. So the storm has gotten unpredictable at this point in time. We're not sure what's going to happen. So I'm going to equate it to a simple thing that I always use when talking about storms, and that is if I go out and buy all the ingredients to bake a chocolate cake, and it's all sitting on the counter ready to go, it doesn't mean I'm actually going to make the cake. And that's where the storms are at Monday, is that we will have all the ingredients, very, very expensive, perfect ingredients for storm formation for Monday. But right now, the models are having a hard time showing that we're actually going to get one, even though those ingredients are sitting on the counter. So that's kind of what we're talking about. So I'm going to flip you over to we'll get on to the radar here. And so what we're going to look at for this stuff, the first thing I want to show you is our storm prediction model. And we're going to run through this fairly quickly to take a look. As we kick through here, we are at midnight right now. So this would be Monday morning, midnight, 1 a.m., 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see the storms are starting to form up in Minnesota, not around us. I mean, we have a little stuff here and there, but nothing that is crazy. And as we kind of walk through the day, you can see, yeah, maybe a little bit over by Decorah starts to kick up. And we get to like noon, we've had a few showers, but really nothing. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, you can see around 6 o'clock over by Decorah, they're going to get something. And there's stuff over in western Iowa. But again, as we walk through, as it gets to us, it's light greens there, and it disappears and it goes somewhere else, and it's all up north. There might be a little bit right here at uh 10 o'clock Monday night, and it just really is having a hard time showing any kind of consistency around what's going to happen on Monday. So we're going to go to the high res. That's the other one to take a look at. And the high res really does the same thing. You can see a little bit. We are at noon on Monday, and the radar is really around us in Iowa, really not doing anything. I mean, we're at, we're on Tuesday at 6 a.m. I mean, we're really not seeing, there's 6 p.m. on Monday night, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, we're really not seeing a lot of stuff coming out here. So let's back this up. But here's the issue that we are going to have. And that is going to be when we go over to the convective and we kick up the supercell composite. And you can see as we step through this that for the supercell, at about 1 p.m., we go into a heavy, heavy area. We're in the upper end of the indicator for supercells, and it stays with us through 6 p.m., 7, 8, 9, 10. almost 11 p.m., we're in this super heavy area for supercell thunderstorm formation. Um, and that's the scary part, is that there are some purples in here in this area and even down into here. And that puts us up into, this very high end. Um, and then the other one to take a look at, of course, is the tornado parameter. And if we look at that as we go through, it doesn't look like much until, again, about 1 p.m. and we go into the upper ends of that one. Um, Sorry about that, accidentally clicked. We go into the upper ends, and you can start seeing some purples and blues starting to form even in our area at about 7, 8 p.m. They're predicting that is the worst time for us to see some severe weather. And then, by 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, it's all gone. So, unfortunately, as we look at these pieces, these two, like the supercell and the tornado, by the way, these are indicators of ingredients, not actual tornado formation. So we have some of the best ingredients. They're all lined up. They're perfect, but the radars aren't showing anything yet. And so that's our problem, is as we look at this weather report, um, we are trying to walk through and see where things are at for us. And school tomorrow, who knows at this point in time. If I was making the call for school tomorrow, honestly, I would be looking to see when they start issuing tornado warning or watches, severe thunderstorm warnings, where they're at, where they're moving, and hope that we're not ground zero for the first formation, but hopefully it's coming off somewhere to our southwest and we have time to actually pull a trigger, do something about it. And I'm sorry, your forecast is not locked in at this point. I mean, it's going to be a crazy day tomorrow. A lot of uncertainty. Maybe by tomorrow morning, we'll have some answers to this. So I hope this finds everybody well on a Sunday evening. If you have questions, don't be afraid to reach out to me. You can get me digitally or whatever. Um, I'm hoping we don't have to spend tomorrow night locked into a FEMA room with 500 kids. But at this point, guys, who knows? So good luck. Have a great Sunday night. Enjoy it while you can. And everybody take care of each other out there.